street art is probably like a little bit more exciting because public art tends to be government-funded projects to bring art to the street.
There are a lot of classically trained artists who are actually starting to use a more street aesthetic in their work as a way of kind of accessing popular culture. And so I think in that sense, street art as an aesthetic is starting to get more global.
And maybe it's also seen like a democratic way of doing art. You don't have to have money to be able to create art.
It reaches a much broader audience. People, I think, have this perception of galleries as being closeted spaces,
yes,
elite spaces that are not open to the public.
I hate to kind of reference graffiti because I think that whenever you say street art, everybody automatically thinks of graffiti. But just riding the Caltrain between here and San Francisco, I mean, some of the work is actually beautiful. Some of the tagging is awesome. It's interesting that it's such an under-recognized and under-celebrated form when it seems like it appeals to so many people.
I mean, San Francisco is really famous for its murals. And you just take a walk around the Mission and there's just amazing mural work.
The conservatism comes, honestly, from a lot of art history programs, I hate to say, for the sense that, you have a very established Western canon of what is good art. And a lot of that good art comes from a specific country, geographical setting movement. And, contemporary art, while edgy as it is, still kind of self-consciously references some of these movements. So then you have something like street art, which doesn't really have this legacy. And doesn't really refer to anything outside of itself. And as a result, I think a lot of people, their noses may get a little high.
I think street art is kind of uniquely positioned to interact with other elements, like activist elements on the streets and protests and coming together. It's only a few weeks ago that we had the Pride Parade in San Francisco, and that's a big art event basically. And you just have to look at the floats going down Market Street. I know Banksy obviously is like a heavily kind of political artist, has done lots of fairly provocative pieces which have obviously generated some interesting conversation, and I think that's the minimal that art can do.
I like to see art around me instead of in galleries because I don't usually go to galleries, and often whatever it's street art or sculptures or anything else that is out in the public space, it often makes me feel something. So I enjoy that, and street art is a big part of that.